So as you guys seen, Jason David Frank passed away at the age of 49. Unfortunately, we lost the best Power Ranger.
Yeah, the best Power Ranger, the leader of the Power Rangers, the heart and soul of the team.
Yeah. And it's funny because now going back on his backstory, we found out that he was only going to play in 10 episodes when they released him as the Green Ranger. And then because of his stellar performance, they were like, you know what? We need this guy on the show. And because in Japan, the Green Ranger was already killed off. Apparently in Japan, the Green Ranger didn't do so hot. So it was just a temporary position. In the United States, he blew up. Everyone loved the Green Ranger.
He became the most popular one. He
Badass.
started off as a villain, and then,
he was so epic, badass, and then from being the villain, he turned into the hero.
Like the Vegeta story, the redemption story. Yeah. Everybody loved a good redemption story.
Absolutely. He was definitely a childhood nostalgic character. He played in other things, but his primary role was as the Green Ranger, White Ranger, Red Ranger, and Black Ranger, or I believe commonly known as the Xeno Ranger. What are your thoughts on this man?
A big part of the childhood. I watched every Power Ranger movie, and I was like a really young kid. He was very inspirational, It was just like Power Rangers made you think you could do anything, They were like their own superheroes. They were like our superheroes as kids.
And relatable, because they were high school students. They were doing their thing.
At that age, I was into comics, but not as much as I am now. But I was more into Power Rangers,
Yeah, same. I was into anime, DC, Marvel at the time. But Power Rangers, I was excited to watch that.
Yeah, at that time, you was tuned in.
It was Mighty Morphin time.
Morphin time! Tiger Zord!
That's what it was. He left a mark. But now...
We lost a great man, a father, a husband.
A lot of his most recent videos talked about suicide, depression, narcissism. These are major things that we deal with from a day-to-day basis. Every person has something that they're going through. We're all imperfect, and that's what makes the world what it is today. Unfortunately, from what I've heard, and from what we've heard, he committed suicide, allegedly going through a divorce with his wife. All right? And allegedly. This is the information that's surfing the web. So if we find any more additional information, we might make another video just giving an update. Guys, the reason why our channel exists is to wake you guys up. We want you guys woke. In the sense that you have to understand life starts with you and it ends with you. Meaning that it's all about you.
And sometimes the message is delivered in a harsh way, but that's what it takes to wake you up. I can either be like, wake up, I could just be like, wake the fuck up. And it'll be true that you will receive it differently. You'll be like, yeah, I have to change. The more aggressive one is probably going to get you to change more.
And it's important that regardless what method you use in order to awaken and become more knowledgeable about how life works and how people work, where you will be able to come to a conclusion that your life doesn't revolve around anyone. If you have a girlfriend today, she may not be in your life tomorrow. If you have a wife today, she may divorce you tomorrow. If you have best friends today, they may no longer be your friends tomorrow. The whole point is that anyone in your life at any moment can leave or be taken away due to death, circumstances.
Death.
Correct.
And it's just, like you said, it's a sad reality. But it's like sometimes you need that tough love. Like you didn't develop these bad habits just on one day. You didn't wake up one day and decided to just settle into like a routine of not doing nothing, being depressed, of not reaching for the highest level of yourself. Sometimes you need these harsh words. Sometimes you need this different outside word to be like, I gotta get my stuff together. I gotta really, really, really grind down. I need to really put in the work. Am I doing the best I could with the time I'm given on this earth?
And that is very important, what Jonathan just said, because when you realize what you're capable of doing and the impact that you can have on other people's lives, where you can leave a mark in the world. He did that. He actually had a website where he did poetry.
When your mind is so dark and the light doesn't show, the path disappears, then you don't know where to go. I locked my mind up for so many years, it's like my heart doesn't even have tears. Day after day, pain after pain. I don't want these feelings, something I don't want to gain. I don't care about this fame. Enough is enough, but it's like I can't move. My mind is in handcuffs. Mental prison's where I'll be. Don't even show fear, because I think I'm a real G.
And it would talk about depression, looking out for others, building that emotional currency. This is his own phrase. In fact, we're going to play this clip right now.
Everybody wants to be big, rich, and famous, but you can't buy happiness with money. You have to deposit in people's emotional bank account. People have to deposit in your emotional bank account, because if they're not, then they're not your friend. And you don't need those people. You need to surround yourself with people that are going to build you up. Don't put yourself in a bucket full of crabs, because what happens in a bucket full of crabs is when you reach the top, another crab reaches you and pulls you back down. So no one's getting to the top because the crabs are pulling you back down. Are your friends pulling you down? Are other people pulling you down? Well, you need to stop, because it is up to you, my friend. You control it. This is the rudder in the engine of the boat and the airplane. What you speak is what you get. If you say, I can't never do this, I can never follow my dreams, look, they're not going to be easy. People want the shortcut in life, but you have to do the work. So if you're sitting there right now and you're thinking, you know what? I never reached my goal. I never succeeded, not on money, but I never succeeded on what I want to become. Get off your butt and do something today. Look in the mirror and tell yourself this: I can. I will. That's the most important thing to succeed. Success is not all about money. Success is about happiness. So if this video touched you and you feel this video in your heart, tag a friend, because I'm only here for me. So if I could be here for me in order to succeed and be happy in my heart to share this message, then if it works for you and it touches your heart, send it to someone else. This is all about depositing in your emotional bank account. Do something good for someone today. Tell them you are awesome. Tell yourself you are worth everything. Everyone is equal. Doesn't matter who you are. People come up and say, man, you're my first celebrity I ever met. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a person just like you. So the most important thing is follow your dreams, go after it, and follow the 4 P's. You got the purpose, you got the passion, you got to have patience. And next will come profit. But who cares about profit? You can't take it with you when you die. But what you can do is leave a legacy. A legacy behind. When you're gone, people say, hey, I remember this dude. And I remember what he did for me. So, are you going to leave a legacy behind? If you do, let's do it today. I love you all, man. Thank you for taking this time. 86,400 seconds a day. And people just drain their brain. They don't train their brain. So thank you for spending that time, this precious time in life, to watch this video.
As you guys saw, he was big into helping others. It didn't matter if you didn't have money. If he saw that you wanted a picture with him, he would do that for you. It didn't matter if he was standing or working, signing autographs for hours and hours and hours. This man will make sure the last person standing will get their autograph. Whether they had to pay for it, and if they didn't have the money, he would still sign it. Okay? It wasn't about the money for this man. He knew he had love from us, essentially. But it's sad because if he would have found this red pill content earlier in his life
could change.
His life, he would still be here. And he would have been dealing with the divorce. I'm not saying that he would have been A-okay with it because he spent time with this woman, allegedly, because this is only the information that we can go on. A woman should not be the reason why you delete yourself out of this world.
It's like it's something so volatile, too, because it's like, especially when we're young, sometimes we pick the wrong woman, and that could be the last woman because you acting irrational, you're acting emotional, and you might end up taking her life, you might end up taking your own life, and that's not decision, but that's what happens when you're portraying on your emotion. You living life on emotion instead of living life on logic, thinking about the consequences that can happen to you for each action.
And he was with this woman for decades, but you cannot take your life for somebody that no longer wants to be a part of it.
Yeah. Because they won't be affected by that. They won't mourn you. They won't mourn you like the people that are close to you. They won't mourn you like your brother, your daughter, your mother. They won't mourn you like those people that are really close to you. Those are the people that are really going to be hurt by you taking your life.
And you only get one life. So it's not a game. If you take yourself out or if someone takes you out, it's over.
You don't get a do-over. It's not a video game. You got another life.
No. And that is the problem that we are seeing with our culture when it comes to men's mental health. We matter. We are important. But anyways, guys, JDF, may you rest in peace. You were an amazing person inside and outside of your career. And it's sad to see you go. You had a lot of life left. You were only 49 years old. Guys and girls, specifically you men, please, if you are feeling suicidal, you're feeling depressed, reach out to people that can help you. Reach out to us. I wish we were big enough that if I would have been able to reach out to that person, he would have still been here today.
It's work, like you said, if you do it because we want to help you guys. Like I said, we in it, whether we big, we small, we can make that difference in that one person's life. We will do it. We'll do it. We'll sign up for it 10 out of 10
Any day.
times.
Any day. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you do subscribe to this channel so that we can keep spreading this message of love. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Hit that notification bell. And as always, this channel is all about you. Catch you guys on the next video. So guys, I got additional news on TMZ. They explained the cause of death. Unfortunately, he did hang himself in his hotel room. He had an argument with Tammy, his ex-wife, or soon to be ex-wife. This is why we do this content. This is frustrating to see a man take his life over a bitch who does not care. And when I'm saying does not care, I'm not gonna say that she doesn't have any kind of feeling for this man after all these years, after the children that they had together. The fact is, when a woman does not want you, you need to let her go. End it. Not your life. End the relationship.